Okay, so some small tips about jewel crafting here. I have to say I'm not an expert, so I'd love people to have more efficient or effective ways in comments, but I got stuck in some very inefficient things, and I'd like to ward people away from those first. So let's close all the stuff. Um, you like this? You just open your bags, your jeweler's kit, which is where you do your combines, opens in this tiny little window. If you use your open all bags hotkey, close this and reopen it, and it does some kind of trade skill window thing. Okay. This is much better because it has a make all button, and sometimes you're going to have to do legitimately like 50 combines of the same thing, and you don't want to have to click all those things. It's terrible for your hands. So that's one thing. Second thing is, I found the combination of gear for myself that gives me the highest wisdom possible. I have read that it's either wisdom or intelligence, whichever is higher. So for me, I have more wisdom gear available, and so I've done that. I use companion for this. So like for instance, at some point, I looted a midnight clad headband that has 10 wisdom. I did that for each slot and just equipped the best stuff I have. Was able to get my wisdom up to 303 with brilliance. So this is I have an enchanter up as one of my alts here, and I cast Adorning Grace, which is Charisma, which gets your Charisma up a bit, and this allows you to, in theory, at least in Classic EverQuest, sell and buy for more. I couldn't get collaboration to work on these NPCs. I think it's because they're vendors, and there's like new code that stops you from using it on vendors because they don't want people killing vendors and so on and so forth. But I didn't know of any NPC that shared the faction of this guy, so I just made myself a human with an illusion, and yeah. Okay, so next thing is I am not sure about this, but it appears that most guides online tell you to kind of do the cheapest thing until it's trivial. This at higher levels, like 200 or whatever, where I am now, means that the combines are like 10 combines before you get to a skill up. And I think that has to do with your wisdom or intelligence. Um, if anyone knows if that's wrong, like if it's better to do less trivial combines, meaning like dark blue or yellow ones, like in basically every other modern game where you go up and then you get skill ups more often, I couldn't confirm it. And I tried it with some like higher level combines, but I was still not seeing a huge number of them. And it's not statistically significant, the amount of money I want to spend on this. So if anybody has information on that, that like they've actually confirmed, would love to hear it. But for now, what I'm doing is going to a metal type, like platinum, sorting on the most trivial thing with the cheapest gem, opening the vendor. So this is like one small thing. So these are the items that I'm going to be getting. So I'm going to sell the ones I do have, checking make all, hitting combine. So platinum and malachite are the two things. And it's 95% success rate. I'm at 207. I'm looking to go to 218. You don't have to look anywhere other than this window, right? So we get the first one, we sell it immediately, and this helps like keep your bag clear as this stuff starts popping out. It's a little buggy. You sometimes have to hit sell more than once. And this allows you to not have to stop when your bags fill up, right? You can sell a few of these. There's some kind of like opposite you could just see there, like I hit sell and it bugs out and doesn't sell. There's some kind of optimal timing so you can not have that happen. I haven't quite figured it out yet, but it takes quite a few combines. So far, I don't know, I think I've spent 10K getting here. So not too expensive, maybe less than 10K. And I have like a lot of banked gems here that I'm probably going to end up selling at the end. So not super worried about it. I had a combine fail and then I got 208. By the way, I in alternate advancement points put in points into Jewelcraft Mastery, and I'm a little worried that actually makes the skill ups less common because I've noticed, at least anecdotally, when you have a failed combine, sometimes it seems to skill up more often. That's some tinfoil hat bullshit, though, perhaps because again, I don't have like a statistically significant set here to make any useful claims. Most of what I'm saying here is just about the ergonomics of keeping the windows open, making sure you're using the newer trade skill system rather than the old small bag, making sure you're selling as you go, and that you're sorting on trivial. Um, Another thing is the place I'm at is pretty optimal for this. So it's North Freeport. There's a building that has a lady upstairs that has most of the metals and the trade skill bag for jeweler. And then there's a lady downstairs that sells most of the gems. Any gems that she didn't sell, I actually found those gems on this lady up here. So an example is fire emeralds are only sold upstairs. Um, so yeah, that's what I've. Yeah, this is where you kind of get stuck in this. I can't sell it before the next one pops out kind of beat, and then you have to click a little bit faster, which is a little bit annoying. But you can see like I have it's going to be quite expensive in platinum. And what I'm not totally sure about is, especially when it's malachite or things like this, is it better to try to go to the dark blue or yellow recipes? But anyway, for now, I'm just going to go based on what I've read on wikis and such, which is ride a recipe until it's trivial. Um, by the way, primarily the only reason I'm doing this is because I want the Imp Damage 3 cloak and I don't even want to talk to anyone about it. I just want to craft my own thing for the quest. So that's all I got. Thanks, y'all. Bye bye.